let's talk about the strange woman. Proverbs 22:14. The mouth of a strange woman is as a deep pit. He that is armored of the Lord shall fall therein. Let's talk about the strange woman. Let's talk about the strange woman. Because most people don't want to talk about the strange woman, but we're going to talk about the strange woman. Proverbs 6:24. To keep thee from evil women, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. We know he who flatters with their tongue spreads a net for their neighbor's feet. We know whoever flatters with the tongue shall be destroyed by the Lord. So, and then we're going to go to Proverbs 7:5, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger, which flatters with her words. All right? To take his garment that is surety for a stranger, and to take pledge of him for a strange woman. I'm going to explain this. Just keep going. Proverbs 23:27. For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. And who is armored of the Lord shall have a strange woman. But what is a strange woman? Let's keep going. Take his garment that's surety for a stranger, and take a pledge of him for a strange woman. Let's go. To deliver thee from the strange woman, even the stranger, which flatters with her words. For the lips of a strange woman drop as honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. All right, we're going to get into this. And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a stranger? Okay. There shall no strange God be in thee, neither shalt thou worship any strange God. So we know that a strange woman is of another nation. Okay? Of another nation. And I'll further prove that to you in Judges chapter 11:2. And Gilead's wife bare him sons, and his wife's son grew up, and they thrust out Japhthan, and said unto him, Thou shalt not inherit our father's house, for thou art the son of a strange woman. We say that strange God is not the Most High, strange woman. And further prove what I'm saying. Wow. And you also got to know that the strange woman is an evil spirit that can afflict you. Once you open the door for interracial marriage, interracial dating, you got the spirit of the strange woman, which the Lord warned you, man, about. He warned you in Proverbs 2, chapter 6. There's a whole paragraph, but I'm going to get there. I will get there. Ezra 10:17. And they made an end with all the men that had taken strange wives by the first day of the first month. So do we understand that a strange woman, a strange God, is of another nation? At Psalms 44:20. If we have forgotten the name of our God, or stretched out our hands to a strange God. Okay? Yeah. So I just want to talk a little bit more about the strange woman. So we are going to go into the book of Proverbs, but I just want to get this precept right here. Proverbs 22:14. The mouth of a strange woman is as a deep pit. He that is armored of the Lord shall fall therein. So whoever is armored of the Lord will fall in this trap. Yep. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel, to his own people. And Ezra the priest stood up and said unto them, Ye have transgressed, and you have taken strange wives to increase the trespass of Israel. So I'm just going to go into the book of Proverbs, and we're going to talk about the strange woman, because a lot of you have a real issue with the strange woman, and also have the affliction of the strange woman. So we're going to talk about it. Oh, I'm just going to get this a little bigger. I know my computer's jacking up. My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou wilt incline thy ear unto wisdom and apply thy heart unto understanding. If you have cries after knowledge, okay, let's get down to the stream woman. Yeah. Okay. We're almost there. Sorry. Why? To deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the stranger which flatters with her words, which forsake the guide of her youth and forget the covenant of her God. For her house inclines unto death, and her paths unto the dead. None that go unto her return again, neither take they hold of the paths of life, that thou mayst walk in the way of good men and keep the paths of the righteous. Okay, and we're going to talk some more because the Bible goes on and talks a lot about this strange woman. I think it's also in chapter 5 and chapter 6. Yes, here we go. Chapter 5, Proverbs. My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thy ear unto my understanding, that thou mayst regard discretion, and that thy lips keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps take hold on hell. Lest thou should ponder the path of life. Her ways are movable, that thou canst not know them. Hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh to the door of her house, lest thou give thy honor unto others, and thy years unto the cruel. Lest strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of a stranger. And thou mourn at the last, when thy flesh and thy body are consumed, and say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof? And have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to them that instructed me? I was almost in an evil in the midst of the congregation and assembly. So, what does that tell you? So, this talks about the spiritual aspect of the strange woman, because when you sleep with strange woman, I'm going to tell you right now, you allow the spirit of the strange woman to afflict you, and you need deliverance. You do. You definitely need deliverance. And I'm just going to the other Proverbs about this strange woman. I think it's Proverbs 7, if I'm not mistaken. This is chapter 7. Yes, I was right. It's chapter 7, verse 5. That they may keep thee from the strange woman. It's always talking about the strange woman. From the stranger which flatters with her words. And then we're going to go to flattery after. For the window of my house I look through my casement, and behold, among the simple ones I discern among the youths a young man void of understanding. You guys don't understand that when you sleep with these other nations, you open the door for the strange woman, evil spirit, to afflict you. And that is one of the most evilest spirits that you gotta battle. So you need deliverance. You need to fast and pray and ask for forgiveness. Passing through the street near her corner, and he went the way to her house. In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and the dark night, and behold, there met him a woman with an attire of a harlot and supple of heart. She is loud and stubborn, her feet abide not in her house. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lies in wait at every corner. So she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him, I have peace offerings with me. This day have I paid my vows. Therefore came I forth to meet thee diligently to seek thy face. And I have found thee. I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works, with fine linen of Egypt. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh and aloes and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with love. For the good man is not at home. She's an adulteress. He's gone on a long journey. He has taken a bag of money with him and will come home at the appointed at the day appointed. With her much fair speech, remember, a strange woman flatters with her lips. She caused him to yield. With her flattering of her lips, she forced him. He goes after her straightway, as an ox goes to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks. Yes, as a fool. Till a dart strike through his liver. That's a spiritual strike dart. You understand? To the shield of faith, so you could quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. You get me? And as a bird hastens to the snare, a snare is a trap, witchcraft, iniquity. Yes, and knows not that it is for his life. So when you sleep with these women, you don't even know that they're trying to take your destiny and take your life. Hearken unto me now, therefore, O you children, and attend to the words of my mouth. Let not thy heart incline to her ways. Go not astray to her in her paths, for she has cast down many wounded. Yeah, many strong men have been slain by her. You best believe it. Her house is the way to hell, going down to her chambers of death. Okay? Yes. Okay. So I just want to talk about that strange woman, and I'm going to talk about flattering the tongue. Flattery. 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 Sorry.